it's Jordan. I am in Flint, Michigan, East Palestine, Ohio,
Tumwa, Iowa.
Please support the only independent outlet on the ground covering what the corporate media covers up.
What's up, everybody? Ron Placone here, reporting for Status Coup. I have this crazy thing. It's called a little bit of good news. Are you okay? Did you fall out of your chair? Are you thinking, Ron, that's not a thing anymore? I think that phased out in the 90s. Nope. Check it out. Got a little bit of good news. So Kroger is a very, very large grocery chain in the United States. If you live in the United States, I'd imagine you already know that. And Albertson is a fairly large chain as well. About in 2022, they decided they wanted to merge. Now, this was at a time where grocery prices were really spiking. Now, that's still happening, by the way. Grocery prices are still through the roof in the United States. But it was very particular that they chose that time to try to merge, because when a merger like that happens at such a time, it really cements the high prices indefinitely, and they're going to keep going up and up. I've been following this merger pretty closely because I think if it goes through, we are going to be looking at a disaster in the United States. We're already in a situation where countless Americans are having to choose between rent or food. About 60% of the country can't afford a $1,000 emergency. People are really living paycheck to paycheck. It ain't good out there. If this merger were to go through and the costs of just getting by and having food in your stomach got even higher, it has been a very big topic of concern. I consider it one of the most important domestic stories that's being ignored. Here's an update. Little bit of good news. This is from the AP. Proposed merger of supermarket giants Kroger and Albertsons is halted by federal and state judges. The proposed merger between supermarket giants Kroger and Albertsons floundered on Tuesday. That was yesterday, as of the recording of this, after judges overseeing two separate cases both halted the deal. U.S. District Court Judge Adrian Nelson issued a preliminary injunction blocking the merger Tuesday after holding a 3-week hearing in Portland, Oregon. Later Tuesday, Judge Marshall Ferguson in Seattle, so everything up in the Northwest, issued a permanent injunction barring the merger in Washington after concluding it would lessen the competition in the state and violate Washington's consumer protection law. Kroger and Albertsons said Tuesday they are disappointed in the decisions and are reviewing options. The company could appeal, although the deal could fall apart by the time it would take those cases to be considered. So it looks like that merger is not going to happen, at least not anytime soon. We're not out of the woods yet, but that's a little bit of good news. Now, you might be thinking, Ron, is there some more good news? Is there an even better update on all this? Because what are the companies doing? What are Kroger and Albertsons doing? Are they planning out their appeal as we speak? Are they getting some of the most evil lawyers in the country, which is quite a feat to uphold, by the way? And are they doing that? And are they figuring out a way to fight back? Well, here's what's happening, actually. Here's another update that continues the good news, dare I say. Albertson sues Kroger, terminates the $25 billion merger. Yes. Oh, man, let that sink in. If you're watching this with somebody, give them a freaking high five. If you're watching it alone, text somebody you love and just tell them you're thinking of them. If you don't have anybody to text, that's really sad. Now I feel bad. I join like a social group or something. You should get yourself out there, really. I'll be your friend. Drop me an email. Anyway, supermarket chain Albertsons announced Wednesday, that's today as of the recording of this, though it'll probably drop later in the week, that it filed a lawsuit against Kroger. The oligarchs are fighting. Don't you love to see it? The suit comes after a district judge in Oregon blocked the merger. Albertsons claims Kroger didn't do what was necessary to get regulatory approval for the deal. So here's the statement. Albertsons is seeking billions of dollars in damages from Kroger to make Albertsons and its shareholders whole, the company said in a statement. In addition to the $600 million termination fee, Alberts is entitled to relief, reflecting the multiple years and hundreds of millions of dollars it devoted to obtaining approval for the merger, along with the extended period of unnecessary limbo Albertsons endured as a result of Kroger's actions. Oh, by the way, later in the article, it confirms it was October of 22 when that all officially began. So October of 22. Oh, yes. Kroger and Albertsons, have at it. Fight until you can't fight anymore. And I'm hoping for a double KO, like what they had. That was in Mortal Kombat, right? That was the thing where like both people lose, basic. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope they both just sue each other into oblivion, and I hope they both wind up bankrupt. Wow. Double whammy of good news. Who saw that coming? Isn't that beautiful? We need, come on, it's okay to smile. I know there's 1,000,005 terrible things going on in the world. I know that there is carnage going on all across the world, in Palestine, in Syria. East Palestine still has not gotten the support they need. Asheville, North Carolina still hasn't gotten the support they need. Flint still doesn't have clean drinking water. We have a living wage crisis in this country. We have a healthcare crisis in this country. There's a climate crisis looming. We're not doing anything about it. Education is completely in the toilet, and it's becoming solely reserved for the elite. We have all of the factors of fascism looming, and we have an administration coming in that's going to be an absolute circus of a circus of a circus, and they're trying to institute a straight-up theocratic fascist theocracy, which they've been trying to do since at least the Bush years. I know all of that is reality, but we got a little win. We got a little one, y'all. And honestly, it's not a little one. It's a freaking big one. Because I say it's a little one because the dust is not settled yet. You know, that there still could be another resurgence of this, and there likely will be in some capacity, even if it doesn't involve Kroger or Albertsons. But for now, breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. And in the meantime, I think we got to prepare for the worst anyway. I really think we got to localize our food supply big time in this country. It would be a huge improvement, not just for the health of people, but also because, it helps prevent what entities like this could do in the future. Let's take our freaking food supply back. Let's try to localize our food chain the best we can. I know you can't get every single thing you need in your community in most cases, but you can probably get a lot of it, especially when it comes to produce. Grow food yourself if you're able to. If you're not able to, it's okay. I have killed every plant I've ever freaking tried. It's embarrassing. I'm terrible. Somebody sent me a shade cloth all the way from the UK. I still managed to kill the freaking plant. They could have saved on the international shipping. Also, I'm pretty sure shade cloths are sold in the US too, but they wanted to gift it to me. It was very thoughtful. I still managed to F up that tomato plant. It's pretty freaking bad. I can't grow food. I think Colin grows food. Colin's not on the ones and twos live because this is a video, not a live stream. But I don't know. Maybe he'll confirm via text whether or not he grows food. But I think he does. Anyway, my point is we got to localize our food supply. But here's a little win. Did I help you smile a little bit? It's not easy to smile when you're looking at the news. I get it. There's so many terrible things. I just rattled off a bunch of them. But all right. I am very pleased to give you guys a positive update on the Kroger Albertsons story. Wow. All right. And this is Ron Placone for Status Coup, signing out.